In this video, we will write a factored form polynomial for the graph shown here. Thing number one, x-intercepts. We have an x-intercept here at -6, and we have one more at -2. Each of these correspond to factors in the polynomial. -6 would come from a factor of x plus 6. It's the opposite, but you could think of it as if you were to set this equal to 0 and solve, you would get -6. Similarly, here, -2 would come from a factor of x plus 2. Now, we need to worry about the multiplicity of these factors. What am I talking about? Well, the behavior of the graph changes depending on how many times a particular factor is repeated. So if the graph passes straight through, that happens when the factor is a single factor. If you have a double factor, then the graph will bounce like this. If you have a triple factor, there's going to be an inflection where the graph flattens out and then passes on through. So at the -6, we have an inflection. See how it sort of flattens out and passes on through. That tells us that this factor must be cubed. But at -2, it just passes straight on through. So we're going to leave this factor plain with no exponent. One more thing. Sometimes we need a negative sign in front. So to figure that out, we need to think about the end behavior. Okay, end behavior. How does end behavior work? Oh, here we go. This is a chart of end behavior. End behavior only has 4 options. 2 arms up, 2 arms down, down, up, down. Those are the only 4 possibilities. Well, if the degree of the function is even, you will have both arms pointing in the same direction, either both arms up or both arms down. If you have a 1 arm up, 1 arm down situation, you are looking at an odd degree function. So, is this even or odd? Well, this is going to be even because we have both arms pointing in the same direction. Okay, specifically, we have both arms pointing down, like this. Okay, down, down. So that tells us that we are dealing with the negative version. So that's why we're going to need a negative in front. If both arms were up, then we would not need a negative sign in front. So we need the negative sign. So right away that eliminates B and D, no negative signs. So it's down to these. We need x plus 6 cubed, so it's C, and then x plus 2. So the answer is C.